How's it going, everybody? Out for a ride on the Classic 350 today. Got to run some errands, got to go to the bank, got to pay my mortgage, you know, that normal everyday stuff. So I thought, what a great day to take the Classic 350 and just kind of putt around. There is a really good chance of rain today. It's actually already rained a couple of times. So instead of my normal mesh jacket, I went ahead and I wore my Hawk Adventure jacket. The Hawk Adventure jacket, it's actually pretty nice. I mean, I've been very happy with it. I like the pockets on it. It's easy to get to. Doesn't really fit the style of the bike that well, but yeah, you win some, you lose some. The only issue I really have with it is that for it to fit me in the chest, it makes it long in the arms and long in the torso. I'm still trying to find a different muffler slash silencer, whatever you want to call it, that will fit the looks of the bike and blend in good with the style that I'm going for. That'll give me a little bit of extra growl in it, a little bit of extra noise. I don't want something obnoxious, but I would like just a little bit more noise. And I know I say that on every one of the videos, but I would just like a little bit more oomph in the sound. I ordered a set of silencers for the GT650. I just got them off of Amazon. They were some cheap ones. I don't know if I'm gonna like them. I'm gonna wait to install them until I get my DNA high flow air filter in, and then I'll put the pipes and the air filter on at the same time and let it do the idle and ECU adjustment. I would like to do a because where I live and no one ever checks it, I'd like to do a catalytic converter delete. I'd like to do a higher flow exhaust, and I would like to do a higher flow air filter. I know you're not going to get any sort of real change performance wise on the 350 with that, but if I could just open it up just a little bit, and if I could create that sound I'm wanting through the exhaust, that would be helpful too. You know, I've really been curious if you were to get a set of like, I don't know, get a set of 70-30 tires or something close to that, maybe 50-50 tires, how this would do on like forestry roads. You know, taking it up into like the Ozark National Forest and doing a little camping off of it. Nothing crazy. I mean, I know it's not like a single track bike by any stretch of the imagination, and the little bit of dirt road that I've had it on with these factory tires, it's done okay. But I wonder how it would look, and I wonder how it would perform on like Forest Service roads, dirt roads, you know, whatever you want to call them. I wonder if it would, how the suspension would hold up, or if it would beat itself to death, or, you know, standing up on it's kind of odd because of how wide the tank is. I would definitely have to get pegs that stuck out further if I wanted to do wider, you know, stand up, because I need my feet wider than the current pegs. But I don't know if I really want to put big wide off-road pegs on it. I don't know. Just kicking over the idea. I wonder what it would be like. I wonder what it would look like. Got my feet kicked out on the crash bars. Those things have been great, man. Highly recommend getting them. They look good on there, and it gives you that extra spot to just kind of kick back. And with the way that this Springer seat is dished out, my butt just kind of locks into place and just kind of relax and hold on. want to ask everyone's advice on this one. What do you guys think about the Kimimoto bar end mirrors for this bike? Does this style of mirror look more correct, look better than if I were to put those bar end mirrors like what I've got on the Continental? I really like those bar end mirrors on the Continental. I mean, they don't vibrate, they're very clear. I like the positioning. I just don't know if I would like them on this bike. What do you guys think? Comment below if you think I ought to get some bar ends, the Kimimotos, like what I put on my Continental and put on this. Do you think it would look good? Do you think it'd be dumb? Would it make it look too modern? Or would it help it look more that retro look of the old military motorcycle? I mean, I really like those mirrors, and for 40 bucks, it's a super quick and easy upgrade to really change the looks of the bike. So comment below and let me know what you think. There's been a lot of talk on the internet lately about the new Meteor 650 that has been spotted in India. And the Meteor really doesn't do a lot for me. I much prefer the looks of the Classic, whether it's the Signals Edition or one of the other colors. I just much prefer the looks of the Classic over the Meteor. But if they're gonna make a Super Meteor or the Meteor 650, I wonder if they're gonna make this in a 650. And I've been mulling that over and thinking about it, and part of me really hopes they do, and part of me really hopes they don't. And the reason behind it is this is such a perfect, laid back, not get you in trouble motorcycle. You're not gonna get in trouble for speeding. You're not gonna wanna go super fast on it. You know, when you get on this bike, it's a leisure ride for the day. And I mean, 60, 65 miles an hour is plenty in real world scenarios. It's going to be plenty to get you from point A to point B, as long as you don't need to get on an interstate system. It's going to be plenty to where you're going to be going those few miles an hour over the speed limit, so you're not getting ran over by everybody, because you know everybody goes over the speed limit. So it's just that easy going, kind of perfect light cruiser bike, and I love it for that. I absolutely love it for being a 350 super easy light cruiser bike, not going to get me in trouble. But at the same time, part of me really hopes they do the 650 in a Classic, so that I can pop something like this on the interstate and, you know, cruise to town, or go on a longer cruise to, you know, one of the bigger towns that are nearby, for if they've got like a bike night or something. It would be quicker and easier than taking this up secondary roads the whole time. Taking this up secondary roads is a lot of the charm for this bike too. So part of me really would like to have that 650 in this, and I know it would be fun. I know that, you know, setting like this and accelerating the way that the GT 650 does would be, I mean, it would be a blast, an absolute blast. But I'm afraid I would lose out on a lot of the just fun factor of this bike. So I don't know. I'm conflicted on a 350 Classic versus a 650 Classic. I would probably be less conflicted if they put the supposed 450 that they're wanting to put in the new Himalayans. If they put a 450 in this, I think that might be the right balance. You would be able to go a little bit faster. You would be able to hop on the interstate for short periods, you know, jump 2 exits and get off. So it's still kind of making you ride the secondaries. It's still kind of making you do the cruiser without wanting to speed, without being, you know, without being to the power level that you just want to hit and be in that zone the whole time like I do on the GT 650. So, conflicted, very much so. Let me know what you think. Do you think a classic 350, a classic 450, or a classic 650? Which would you think would be the best? Because I really am. I'm kind of conflicted and torn on it. Are you guys familiar with the Build, Train, Race program that Royal Enfield does? I stumbled across it the other day. I say the other day, it's probably been over a month ago. Anyway, I stumbled across it, and it is one heck of a program that they've got going. The Build, Train, Race, if you're not familiar with it, is a program where they are helping female racers get into the sport of motorcycle racing. They've got dirt track, flat dirt track, and then they've got just like regular MotoGP, you know, regular street racing type. And they give these ladies either a Continental GT 650 or the Interceptor 650, and they have to tear them down and build them back and then race them. But it's teaching them to rebuild their motorcycles, it's teaching them to race, and it's really getting more women involved in the sport. And I think it's a phenomenal program. If you're not familiar with it, go, you're already on YouTube. When this video's over, search Build, Train, Race. You can actually watch the races. You can get to know the ladies. It's also on Instagram. It's a neat program. I really like it. And I think it's a really good idea what they're doing. You don't see that from anybody else. Not to the extent that Royal Enfield is doing it. I'm really impressed with them on that. Obviously, from my channel name, I'm in the state of Arkansas. There are no dealers in Arkansas. The nearest one is either in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Joplin, Missouri, Memphis, Tennessee. So, one on every side of the state, but not one in the state. No one really knows about these bikes in the state of Arkansas. There's very few people. I mean, you got to be a motorcycle person to even know what an Enfield is in Arkansas. And I really think Royal Enfield could benefit by being more well known in Arkansas. And we've got 3 million acres of national forest, hundreds, probably thousands of miles of dirt roads, forestry roads for the Himalayan. We've got one of the top 10 roads in America for riding and the pig trail. I mean, Arkansas has a lot going for it for the motorcycle community. We've got Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, which is a giant nationwide, people come from all over to come to that bike gathering. I mean, we've got a lot going on, and Royal Enfield just seems to almost miss a good opportunity. I have tried emailing them, I have tried calling them, I've tried every way I know how to get in touch with them. I've tried on Instagram, Facebook, Instant Messenger, you name it all. I've tried to ask them to look at Arkansas, look at what it could do for them, you know. between the dirt roads, between the national forest, between the pig trail and Bike Blues and barbecue, and just the fact that we've got so much here, I tried really hard to reach out to them to maybe even become a brand ambassador, or to make it known to them that, hey, you're overlooking a pretty big thing here in Arkansas. We've also got the Trans-American Trail that goes all the way across the state. There is a lot here in Arkansas that they could pick up on, and I really wish that I could get in touch with them to express this to them. So if any of you guys out there either work for Royal Enfield or you're a brand ambassador already, I would really like to become a brand ambassador, or I'd really like to be able to help push Royal Enfields in Arkansas, because I really believe in these motorcycles. I think they're beautiful. I think that they are simplistic. I'm a fan, and I would like to make more people be a fan of the bike. So if any of you guys out there can get me in touch with them, or can, you know, help out or whatever, please do. Put something in the comments. Let me know. You know, I would really like to, I'd really like to help push the knowledge of Royal Enfield to people in Arkansas. And there's only so much I can do by myself with no corporate help. I mean, I ride my bikes every weekend. I ride them throughout the week. I go get groceries on them. I'm going to Walmart. I'm going to bike rides. I'm doing everything I can to try to help show what's out there. I'm doing these videos on YouTube. I mean, I'm doing everything I can. I really think that Arkansas could take to Royal Enfield like a duck to water. We're not a very rich state. You know, there's a lot of lower income people. This bike is $4,500. That is perfect for the demographic in Arkansas. The same with the Himalayans, like $5,200. The Scram's like $5,000. You know, the next best thing would be something like the DR650, and that's like $7 grand. You know, or heaven forbid you go to a KTM or something like that, that's going to be, you know, way higher in price. But they're really missing out, I think, in the state of Arkansas. I really think that they could use some brand ambassadors here. I really think they could use a dealership here. I really think they should do some demo days in Arkansas. I really think they could do very well here, and I would like to be a part of that. And it's pretty obvious that I believe in Royal Enfield as a brand. I own 2 of their motorcycles, both of them brand new. I purchased them with my own money. You know, I think it's obvious that I honestly like the brand and believe in the brand, or I wouldn't put my hard-earned money towards these. Well, it started raining before it was supposed to, so I pulled over to wait it out for a few minutes underneath the overhang here at the bank, and I'll move as soon as somebody pulls in needing into the ATM. I've got my rain gear with me. I could pull over somewhere and put it on, but I imagine this is going to be just a quick little shower. It's already letting up just from the time I started recording. So yeah, this will be over here in just a second. I guess we'll get to see how these factory tires do in the rain. Oh, someone's behind me. The rain let up, so gonna kill a little bit more time here in town because I'm headed the direction the rain was going. So I don't want to catch it and end up riding in it the whole way home because I go in the same direction it is. Well, the first little bit of rain wasn't too bad in the Classic 350. Now, granted, I didn't have to drive real far in it, and I spent the majority of the time underneath the bank awning. But the bit I drove didn't feel bad. I got a little wet, that was it. Tires felt good and secure. Didn't ever feel like I was going to spin out or slide out or anything. Of course, I was going slow too. I mean, I was in traffic. It was 35 miles an hour. So, I mean, maybe I would have felt different if I was doing 60, but first little bit of rain on the Classic, I think it handled it just fine. The battery died on my GoPro, so I had to rob it out of the other one, and it's about to die. I got stopped several times again. I didn't record them because I was in the process of swapping batteries, but I had several different people stop and ask about the bike. Never fails. Well, since I've already lost one battery, better go ahead and finish this one before it craps out on me. Thank you guys for coming along. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed running errands with me today on the Classic 350. And come along next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am on Patreon. It's $3 a month. You can find me there at Arkansas Outdoors channel. I've got a Discord server where we all get together and visit and talk, and I share my workouts and all the behind the scenes, and just getting to talk and know everybody there. So it's only $3 a month. Come along if you like. Thank you, and enjoy the ride.